Leo, this is your reading. Let's see what is in store for you for this week. The very first card that jumps out is the Judgment card. That is a major arcana card. We're talking about a significant change. Oh my gosh, the Tower card followed. What is lining up here? Leo, if I were you, I would be really curious. Whatever is going to happen is going to last for a while. And that's the cool part, is when you have the major arcana pop out, the major arcana card is very specific. There are 22 of them, and when they come out, they have a lasting impact on you. The third card out is the Temperance card, and that fourth card out is the Wheel. Oh my gosh. Every card I've drawn here is a major arcana card. So there is something seriously happening this week that's going to carry you for a long time to come. Now, as I look at this, I have to start with your energy, which is the Judgment card. So Judgment card is saying around you this week, you have put in work, you have put in energy, you have put in time and suffering, and also the good things, but they're finally going to pay off for you, okay? So the Judgment card says whatever you put out, you get back. If you've been putting a lot of good work forward, you're going to get it back. If you've been putting some negative stuff out there, we've got some bad news for you, because you may get some negative back. But this is all about very positive energy, so I would not go there with that. However, we also have a Tower card here, and the Tower card tells you that things are going to, there's a change coming, a major change coming in your life and in your environment. And that major change is something you did not create, something you cannot control. However, what I would always suggest every time the Tower card comes out is remind people that that Tower card is a card that you may not be able to control it, but you can figure out where the change is happening, how it's happening, and then benefit from it by using it to your advantage. Find a way to use it to your advantage. On the bottom of the deck, before we get too much further, is your overall energy of the reading this week. And that in your environment is the Four of Wands. And so the Four of Wands being here is one of those energies that tell you that pay attention to the four pillars of your life. Pay attention to your home life. Pay attention to the balance in your home life. Now, if I'm looking at these cards properly, I can tell you that the Temperance card's here, which is being patient and be strong, on the Wheel of Fortune. If I were to look at this card, and I don't do love readings generally, but this would be one of those love readings that's problematic, okay? And that is that you're in a relationship here and you put a lot into the relationship, but the other person in the relationship decided that maybe they're not as committed as you are, and they're shaking the foundations of the home. And the question is, what do you do with it? They caught the ring on fire, as you can see, and they have, this is a frustrating situation in this sense. The Temperance card's here because the Temperance is being patient, and it's trying to find balance. But again, this is the destruction brought by this. So don't be surprised if, unfortunately, your home life is a little bit disheveled this week, And the Wheel of Fortune is here. So the Wheel of Fortune is telling you it's not beyond repair. And so again, I'm not trying to give anybody depressing news, but if this is a situation where you're in a relationship and your relationship has been in a bypass or a standby or whatever, then you've got a problem, and you probably already know it. But this is the week where it's going to come out. And again, what's best for you? You have to figure out based on this situation, what's the best for you. How can you play the situation to your advantage? But as you can see, the home life energy is burning, and not in a good way. So you're going to have to make choices. But you, again, have the ultimate control. So the question is do we sit around and try to make something work? Do we realize that it's beyond control and we let it go? How do we handle this? Again, you may not be in control of where your significant other is going to be this week or next week, but you do have control over how you're going to react to it and what you're going to do. Remember, from the fire, the phoenix rises. And if you look at the wings here, again, it's like that rising, the phoenix rising above and getting through the hurt and the burn. So it seems like you're the one getting hurt. You're the one getting the burn. There's a Five of Swords. Oh yeah. No, yeah. But you have to surrender. You've got to let go. If it's time to let go, don't hold on because the house is on fire. Let the house burn. Let it go. Down the road, who knows? It may be revisited. But if you're in the situation, if this is indeed your situation where the relationship is at that peril, let it go. Let it go and figure out how you can move on from here. Ace of Cups is here. The Ace of Cups is like it's going to, again, go down to the ground and then a new start. But this is going to be a happier start. Remember, again, you're getting a happier energy. You won't feel it initially, but again, this is a very much more positive energy. And this is a situation. This is the Lover's card. And again, that Lover's card is there. It's a sad situation here. A really frustrating situation. And there's the High Priestess. So what I'm going at is that the relationship had a problem, but let it go, because this is telling me there's just a new relationship around the corner, and that's that Lover's card there, and that's this new enlightenment. So when this relationship does fall apart, don't be surprised if a new relationship comes around the corner. And these are 4 major arcana, and they're all at the end. So it's telling you you're actually moving on to a better place than you were. You knew this wasn't working. You knew this wasn't happening. You knew that there was a problem here. You just didn't want to face it, and now they've made that happen. And when they did, they've opened the door for you to now go out and be the happy person, because you didn't want to be the person that caused the trouble. And so the newness will come through. Be patient. That new relationship will come through, absolutely come through, and that new energy of love and that new burning, which is wonderful. You will pick the right person this time, and again, the High Priestess will help you both elevate to this new relationship, this new energy. So you're going to rise above this, and most importantly, you're going to be happier than you've been in a long time, because let's face reality, from what this card's saying, you've not been happy. And look at that, there's a Palace of Coins, which tell you this is definitely a better move in that way. Where you are now is not where you needed to be, and you know that. And you've been making it work. You've been trying to make it work, but you knew it didn't. So it's time to stop making it work, because the house, again, is on fire. Sorry, Leo. Didn't really expect to have a reading like this. But this is a reading that's gonna try you this week, definitely. But know that you will get beyond this in a much better way. And there is something far better out there for you than what you have now. Now, if you are not in a relationship that's having this catastrophe, be glad and move on, and let this not resonate with you. And happy the next week come on back for hopefully a different reading that does resonate with you. However, if you could also see this in a business situation. So don't be surprised if you're in a business situation where this same kind of energy is attacking you, and you're getting leveled. If you're in a business partnership, this could impact you. If you are in if you're in a small company who has partners, their upheaval could be affecting you, and if you have relationships, if you're in a business and you have relationships with other businesses, these kind of situations could happen with them too. They may be having issues with your relationship with them in business. So this does reach beyond relationships, but again, the Lover's card kind of seals that this is probably more personal than anything else. Leo, hang in there. You'll get through this, I promise you. And again, those 4 major arcanas tell you you're going to fight through this in a much better way. There is something far better out there for you. Hang in there, my friend.